So now we're going to go to step number 5, which is making a clear strategy. Now this is really serious stuff, which means I personally have to be very honest with you. You know, many people, they went to many seminars, they learned about setting goals, and some of you, you know how to set your vision, your mission, and you have your goals in place. But this step number 5 is where most people are really stuck in life. Because to be honest, this takes time to learn how to really set a good strategy and to master all the skills necessary to achieve your goals. You see, for myself, I have a journey of more than 14 years in the self-improvement world. I have invested over $300,000 in courses over that time period. We did over 500 books, and I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've done over 7 different businesses. Some businesses became extremely successful. Some businesses, make over $1 million a year, and other businesses failed. So there's a lot of skills to learn, and I learned it a lot in the hard way. Even I went to a lot of trainings. So I have to be honest. This, making your strategies and doing these things is challenging. I can go over it right now with you in very short details. But I cannot go in full depth. To do that, I need a full course. I need to have a full training with you. I did it for 2 days. But because there's so much demand, and so many people have been asking because they have challenges there and they really want to move forward in life, we've created an advanced program where we go through everything in depth, and it's really all the best information I've accumulated over the last 14 years. The hundreds and thousands of dollars I spent to courses. I put it all together into one course. It's really very cheap, very cheap price. It's a fraction of what you pay out there, because many of the courses I've paid the same information for. I paid $10,000 for one course. It's crazy, but that's the price you pay. Now, do I regret paying that kind of amount of money? No, I don't regret, because it brings me where I am in my life. If you're serious about your life, you have to learn to invest in your life. The biggest investment you have to make when you start is in yourself. Now, you're doing that already because you bought the planner. That makes you already exceptional. But does it stop there? No. To be honest, if you want to keep growing and learning, it's important to keep investing in yourself. And you can choose it. You can buy the advanced program, or you say, oh no, I'm not interested, and you want to make the mistakes yourself, or go out there and find it in courses. I just can tell you it's much more costly than we charge. It's really cheap what we charge, and you'll find the same information, but it's more compact and more practical. Because my goal with the training is to make everything practical, because I know you only learn by doing it. You don't learn by just sitting in a seminar and not applying it. The whole idea is the more you apply it in life, the more successful you are. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get started with the steps. So the first step is you want to learn the skills that you need to become successful. Now, this is really important. You have to understand that each successful person in this world have a set of skills. And these skills, it takes time to master them. And you want to know how you can master them, where you can get the information, who you can learn it from, because it's really important. Because if you're missing a certain set of skills, you will fail in your project. You will not achieve your goals. So first of all, you need to know what are your skills, what are the things you need to learn. This is really important. If you don't know what you want to learn, you're really stuck. So skills is really an important part. Now, for that we have a separate training also in the advanced program. We have selected the top skills that you need to learn to effectively build your business. Top skills that most of the successful entrepreneurs and people in this world who want to make an amazing life have learned and mastered, and how you can master them and how you can apply them in your life. So this is something we covered there. So that's one. Now, before I continue here, there's another step I shouldn't forget. This is the first step actually of setting a strategy, is the reward system. Now, we've done it in the previous videos. Make sure you have a reward system for each of your goals. It's part of a strategy. Rewarding yourself makes a whole difference, because you train your brain to help you achieve your goals. So your brain becomes your friend in place of your enemy. Very important. If you haven't done that, make sure you go watch that video. Now, the next is actually you need to identify what are your fears, what are your weaknesses. Now, we all have fears. This is something for me, one of my biggest fears in the beginning when I started this journey was actually public speaking. I was so afraid about public speaking that when they first asked me to speak in a big audience of 400 people, I didn't sleep for 3-4 days. I was so nervous. And then when I arrived there, I just felt so miserable. I had to go to the toilet, throw over, because in my mind I made it such a bad experience. I was so afraid how people would judge me. And what I realized is once I went on stage and I did the presentation, it went really great. You know, people applauded for me. They said I did a great job. It felt such a relief, and I realized, you know, I made this in my mind so bad. You know, this is really some image I made in my mind, so worse about public speaking, which was holding me back for many years. And the reality is we have all fears that are really holding us back to become successful. And I'm sure you have some fears that you've been struggling on for many, many years. And the reality is if you don't conquer those fears, you will be stuck for a very long time, because you have two options. Either the fear freezes you, it paralyzes you, and you're stuck, or you conquer your fear and you move forward. So in the advanced program, we are covering 6 basic fears that are holding most people back to become successful, and how you can conquer them. So we will really teach you, okay, what are the fears, how you can conquer them, what did I do to conquer them, what can you do to conquer them, what are the most proven techniques to conquer your fears. Because we have to learn to master our fears. If we don't, they will keep holding us back forever. And I can promise you, you can wait forever. You can wait. Some people say time will heal. Now, to be honest, that doesn't work. Time doesn't heal. If you don't work on yourself, it's by working on your inner self you will heal and grow. But just time, it doesn't help. So conquering your fear is something you really have to work on. And that's what we do in the advanced program. Now, next to that, you need to learn how to reprogram your mind and use positive affirmations to do that. Now, that's also a skill by itself to learn. Now, many people have heard about affirmations, and some of you have amazing results, you know how to apply it, and I have to congratulate you. Some of you, you don't know how to really apply affirmations, and you feel like it doesn't work for you. This is because you're doing certain things incorrectly, and there's a lot to learn about affirmations, how to do them, when to do them, and what kind of affirmations, because each of us, we need to create our own kind of affirmations, especially on the fears and the blockages that are holding us back. So this is something also we do in the advanced program. We go over all the different type of affirmations you can do, and how to make the information help you get over those blockages and those fears, so you can reprogram your brain. After that, you have your distractions. This is more easy. You can just write down your distraction. What are your most common distractions? Now it takes awareness to do that, which means you really need to observe yourself for the next 1 week and find out what are the most common distractions, because we have a lot of distraction in the world, way too much. And if you find out what are your distractions, you can write them down, and then you can have some action steps to get rid of those distractions. Now, some of you also need to learn a skill there, how to really master getting rid of distractions. So this is something we also cover in the advanced program. So the next step is skills. We already covered that. And then we have habits. Now, habits is another important part. You see, we are creating our habits, but after our habits are creating us. And most of us, we have a whole set of, you know, unproductive, destructive habits that are really holding us back. And you need to learn how to reprogram those habits, how to change those habits. Now, inside the planner, you know you have the habit tracker. This is made for you to consistently do for 30 days, so you can reprogram new habits. Now, it's very important to learn what kind of set of habits do you want to have, because maybe some of you are clueless, you know, what kind of habits do I need to program to become successful. Also, something we cover in the advanced program, we will highlight the most important habits that's been identified to research that most successful people have, and how you can apply those habits in your life. You know, how can you master those habits in your life? Something we also cover in the advanced program. Now, if you already know what habits you want to do, then just put the habits down there. List your habits, and then also write down your unsupportive habits, very important. So the old unsupportive habits, you write them down, and then the supportive habits. For example, if one of your habits is always to procrastinate, that's not really supportive. You want to write it down. So you want to create a more empowering habit, is to always immediately take action if you want to do something new. You don't delay, you immediately take action. Because once you take the first step, you have done most of the job. This is something that all successful people do. So learning how to create habits and master habits in your life so then your habits can support you is a really important skill to learn. Something we really go in depth to in the advanced program with a lot of techniques that can help you. Now the next step is, who are you surrounded with? Now you have to understand that, and this has been proven by many tests and science, that the 10 people that you spend most of the time with, are influencing you all the time. That means if you would list down all the 10 people that you spend most of the time with, and you would write down their income, how much they earn monthly, and you will divide it by 10, you will see it equals to your income. And same is with mindset, attitude, health-wise. So it's very important to choose the right people to surround yourself with. You see, for my own journey, when I got started, I wasn't necessarily surrounded with people who were really a positive influence. So I had to make some decisions to make a change in my life, because you have two choices. Either you keep surrounding yourself with unsupportive people and you live a life that you're not really happy about, or you start changing your surrounding and getting more empowering surrounding. It's really, really, really important, because this is something I've seen people who are really hardworking. They go into the seminars, they're reading the books, they're trying whatever they can to become successful, but something really big is holding them back. And what is that big thing? Many times is their environment. Their environment is so destructive to them that, whatever they do, they take a step forward, the environment is pulling them backward again, and they're doing it over and over again for years and just keep getting stuck. So you will have to make a decision. Now this is something also we cover in the advanced program. We will teach you how to attract more supportive people in your life, how to surround yourself more with mentors, because you want to find mentors in your life, people who can guide you. This is really powerful. If you want to speed up your success way faster, you need to find mentors. If you don't have mentors at the moment, you're losing a big important step that's holding you back to become successful. So finding supportive people and mentors is extremely powerful. Who you are surrounded with makes the whole difference. And that's actually, I would say, the shortcut to become successful. If you want to have a shortcut to become successful, if you're looking for the easy, fast way, one of the most important things is to surround yourself with supportive people. And that's actually what you're doing right now. By watching this video, you already start surrounding yourself with more supportive people. You are looking for people who achieve bigger things. And that's what you want to do. You want to find people who achieve bigger things. You want to spend some time with people on the lower level to help them. I don't say never spend time with them. Ideally, you spend around 33% of your time with people lower than you to help them. And then 33% of the time with people who are the same level as you, which you have strong affinity with and you can communicate very well with. And then the other 30% of the time is spent with people who are more successful than you, who have achieved bigger things. And that's ideally how you divide the time. But you need to learn how you can attract those top 30% and how you can build relationships. This is something we cover also in the advanced program. Now, next to that, you want to learn to be accountable, which means you need to find yourself an accountable partner. What do I mean accountable partner? You need to find somebody who can keep you accountable to your goals. You see, so many times we procrastinate, we give up, we let other people steal our dreams. And if we don't have somebody who says, hey, you remember your dream? Where are you standing? Somebody who reminds us of where we wanted to go. Many times you will get lost. You will just start following everybody else. And if you follow everybody else, you will get the same result as everybody else. It's very simple. So you will end up in other people's dreams, not your own dreams. So accountability is really, really important. You want to find some people who can keep you accountable, okay? Very, very important. Now, how to find accountable people? That's another question. A coach is an accountable person. If you can afford a coach, I would highly recommend you to have a coach. If you cannot afford a coach, also in our advanced program we have a setup where you can find accountable people in the group who are also looking for somebody who can help you, and then together you can make your goals make your goals happen. Then the next step is you need to learn how to delegate. Now this is also extremely important. You remember, we only have 24 hours a day, we only have 7 days a week. It means we can only do so much at a time. You have to understand that every big success built in this world is not built by one person. It's always teamwork. It's always a group of people who together make this accomplishment. Now, you need to learn how to create a group of people. How can you create a team to build that huge success? How can you create people who are willing to support your vision and mission and help you achieve that big goal? Now, you don't need to have a big office. For myself, I'm traveling the world. I'm all the time spending 3 months here, 1 month there. I'm traveling the world all the time. But still, I have a team of people worldwide in different places that are delegate and that know what they need to do to help, you know, Freedom Mastery to move forward, to help create these tools to guide you and to help set up everything. So I also have my own team because I cannot do everything. And I'm very grateful to have my team because thanks to their support, their hard work, their commitment, you know, I can do this and I can help so many people around the world and I can help you accomplish your goals, which is my mission and my dreams. So learning to delegate is really important. It's not just about delegation. Many people say delegation is just throwing a task, and it doesn't work. I've done that. I've done it for years wrongly. If you just throw a task to somebody, you will end up with a result you're not happy about, and you have to delegate again and again and again. And after a while you get very frustrated and you will feel, okay, I will just do this myself. And this is something that many entrepreneurs struggle with. At the end they start doing everything themselves because they want to get it done great. Now, I had that for many years, and this is a big struggle. If you want to go bigger, you want to learn how to delegate and find people who can really help you. And this is something we cover in the advanced program. It took me myself also a long time to learn this. We will teach you how to become more productive and how to be able to delegate 10 times more effectively and learn how to communicate to people, to explain them the vision you have, and then they can execute the job by themselves without you being there. So you don't need to keep watching them all the time. Because I believe also, just as me, you want freedom for life. You want to have your time, your freedom. You see, if you have to watch people all the time, it's going to take your time. And then you're missing your time with your family, your friends, the time you want to enjoy. So learning to master delegation is extremely important. And learning how to communicate with people, share them your mission and make them part of the team is really important. That's something also we cover in the advanced program. So it's really, really powerful stuff. So the next thing that is really important is step number 10 is the story you are telling yourself. You want to learn to reprogram your blueprint. So this is what you're going to write down here. Now, what do I mean create a new supportive story? Now, the reality is that all of us, we have certain set of beliefs. We believe a certain story. Currently, you are in a situation, and I can ask you this question. Why are you not successful yet? If I would ask you the question, why you are not successful yet right now? Now, if I ask you that question, you probably will come up with some reasons why you're not successful yet. And this is your story. Now, I know this is really in your face and this is very honest, but this is the reality. So I ask you this question again. Why are you not successful yet? Why don't you have your goals yet? And what is your answer? And I want you to write it down here. So what is your story? What is your reason why? And the more we are aware of our reason, the more honest we are to ourselves, the more we can change it. Because we have a set of beliefs, we have a blueprint that has been programmed since we are a baby, since we are young. We have a blueprint that's been programmed by our environment, by the community, by the culture, that is holding us back in many, many ways. And we are not aware of it because 99% is subconscious. Only certain percent is conscious. And what we do in the advanced program is we will help you find out what is what's going on in your blueprint, what is subconsciously holding you back. So once you can identify what is holding you back, you can change it. But if you are not aware of what's holding you back, then what happens is you end up wondering in life why you are not achieving your goals. You're trying everything, but you're looking everywhere in the wrong place. You know, it's like the story about somebody who's on the street looking for his keys. He's on the street looking for his keys, and somebody asks him, what did you lose? And you say, yeah, I lost my keys. And you're looking on the street, and the person asks you, but where did you lose the keys? Yeah, actually I lost the keys in my house. But you're looking on the street, and this is what most people are doing. Why? Because they have no awareness of what's holding them back. And they're looking in the wrong place. In place of looking in their house, which means in their subconscious mind, the blueprint, they're looking at different places. And you could be lost for years like that. So you really want to find out what is holding you back and what is your unsupportive story. Now, I know this takes time. Many people even go to many seminars and don't find it. It takes really time to find what is holding you back. Now in our advanced program, we create a system that will help you to find those blockages and change them. So you can reset your blueprint, you can reprogram your blueprint to help you achieve your goals, to help you in a more supportive way. Really important. So once you know that, you can create a supportive story for yourself. You can create a set of beliefs that you can read every day, why you believe you can achieve it. You know, what are the skills you're going to master to achieve it. So you create a new supportive story that's going to help and guide you. That's what you put there. So as you see, there's a lot of things to learn in making a clear strategy. This is not something you can do quick. I did my best to put it in 2 pages. I know for some of you, you will need much more space, but I didn't want to make it too complicated. This is more simple version, but it definitely will help and guide you, because without a clear strategy, you know, you just have goals and plans, but you will be lost. You will be in the forest, you lost your way, you don't know what to do. So every successful person has a clear strategy, and it takes time to accumulate that information. But we really want to help you, so that's why we create the advanced program, to help you as much as you can. It's a fraction of the cost, and it will really change your life. It will really help you. That's why we designed it. So I wish you all the luck and all the best in creating all these steps. If you're already a successful entrepreneur and you know all the steps, great. Just go ahead, start doing it. You know, make a clear strategy, because it makes the whole difference. Once you have more clarity, you know, nothing is holding you back. The reason why most people are procrastinating is because they don't have a clear strategy. They don't know what to do. They don't have the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, the confusion fades away. It's like the fog suddenly fades away, and you get really clear, and you can really focus on your goal and make it happen. So I want to thank you for spending your time with me here today. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next step. Thank you so much.